Namaste. So let us start today's practice by setting into Sukhasana with a sitting cat and cow stretch. Now for that we will first hunch our back and try to bring our chin to the notch. And with inhalation slowly just take your chest out, arch and try to look up. Exhale, hunch, inhale, arch, exhale, hunch, inhale, arch, exhale, hunch. Now make sure that whenever you're hunching or arching, you're not going very intense. Try to arch and hunch only till your back allows you to, and make sure there's no tension coming from the back when you're doing this. Try not to take your head too much up or try not to take your chin too down when you're not comfortable with the neck. And after doing it for about 5 to 10 times, you can come back into Sukhasana. And from there, very slowly let us keep our right forearm down. Let us stretch our left hand over the head and try to look up towards the ceiling. Try to keep your elbows straight and try to keep your left side of the body properly down. If you're not comfortable while looking up, you can always look down towards the mat. Depending on your neck comfort, you can either look up or down. Stay here for about 5 deep breaths, and once you're done with that, you can slowly come up and then very slowly just keep your left forearm down and take your right hand over the head. Again, make sure that your elbow needs to be straight. The right side of your body is not coming off the floor and you are either looking up or you're looking down depending on your neck comfort. Once again, once you're done spending a few deep breaths there, you can once again slowly come up and sit back into Sukhasana. And now from there, very slowly place your right hand behind your back and left palm on the right knee. Breathe in here, and as you breathe out, very slowly just twist and try to look to the back wall, making sure you're looking back properly. If you're not comfortable while looking back, you can look to the side as well. Try to twist nicely from the spine. Keep breathing deeply and make sure here the better you breathe, the better you can twist. It will allow you to release a lot of tension from your spinal region. Try not to twist very intense if you feel that the back is very stiff or you have any pain. And once you're done with the right side, then you will take your left hand behind your back and right palm on the left knee. Once again, twist from the other side and stay there for a few deep breaths. Again, remember, the better you breathe here, the better you will be able to twist. Now once you're done with the twist, very slowly come on your palms and on your knees into a tabletop position. And once again we will start with the cat and cow stretch, but this time while we are on our palms and the knees, making sure your shoulders are exactly over the wrist and your knees are exactly underneath your hips. Your toes can be pointed out or can be turned in depending on your comfort. And once that is done, you just need to arch from the back, and once again you just need to hunch from the back. With inhalation you will be following the arch to the spine. With exhalation you'll be following the hunch to the spine. Making sure again you're not trying to go very intense. If you feel any discomfort towards the back or the neck region, making sure your palms are firm on the ground and the elbows are properly straight. Do it for about 5 to 10 times. And once you're done, then let us go into a thread and the needle pose. Now for that, we will take our both the hands one step ahead from the position, and then you will slowly slide your right hand to the left side, keeping your right shoulder down, keeping your right ear down, and then take your left hand behind your back. Now either you can look to the left wall or you can slightly look up towards the ceiling. Depending on your neck comfort, you will get a good twist from the back Make sure that you're not going very intense and you're keeping that right hand completely stretched and straight. Making sure your hip is over your knees and it's not going forward or back. The lower body position will be staying exactly how it is in the tabletop. Now after spending few deep breaths, you can slowly come out of the position by using your left hand support, and then let's do it on the other side. Slide your left hand to the right side now, making sure your left shoulder is down, your left ear is down, your right hand goes behind your back. Either you're looking to the right wall or up towards the ceiling without again moving your lower body, making sure that you're completely stable with that. Make sure you breathe deeply here. The better you breathe, the better you can be in the position and the more comfortable you will feel. And once again, after spending few deep breaths there, you can slowly take your right hand out, take the right hand support, and then very slowly come up. Very slowly now sit back into Balasana, making sure your hip is rested on the heels properly. Your toes are pointing out, big toes touching each other. Your hands are completely stretched out, palms are properly down, and forehead rested on the ground. If your forehead is not able to rest on the ground, you can use a block to keep your head on, just to make sure that your neck is comfortable. Now once you're done with Balasana, in the same Balasana position, you will come on your fingertips and lift your head off the floor. And you will slowly start to walk on the right side with your both the hands. Try to walk to the right side how much ever possible it is for you and how much ever comfortable it is for you. Make sure that you're not walking too much. Make sure your left hip is not coming off the heel. Elbows are stretched and the palms are fully down. Your forehead is again able to rest on the ground, and you should be able to feel some side stretch coming from your left side. After spending few deep breaths here, we will do the same thing on the other side. For that, once again, we will come on our fingertips, lifting the forehead up, and then you will start to walk to the center first, and then you will start to walk towards the left side. Now by walking to the left side, again make sure you are feeling the same stretch what you felt on the other side, and you will feel the stretch now on the right side of your body, making sure your right hip is not coming off the heel and your arms are straight, forehead is properly rested on the ground, and spend few deep breaths here as well. Now once you're done, once again let us come on our fingertips and let us once again walk to the center after lifting the forehead, and then slowly walk your palms back. Now from there, let us lie down on our back. Let's go with the next position, which is just hugging the knees. Now here what we have to do is just we have to pull the knees close to the chest and we have to hug them as tight as possible, making sure that you can grab your wrist, you can grab your forearms, bring the knees and the thighs close to the abdomen and the chest as much as possible, making sure your lower back is fully flat, your chin is tucked in, and your hip is not lifting off the floor. It needs to be properly down on the mat. And after spending few breaths, you can calm down and then take your right leg on your left thigh. Now your right ankle comes on your left thigh and your right knee is pointing to the right side. You can either interlock your fingers outside your left thigh or your left shin, just the way I'm doing it right now. Making sure that your right feet is pointing to the left wall and right knee is pointing to the right wall. Now when you try to pull the left leg, you will feel that stretch going on to your right hip, the right side of your lower back. Just try to maintain that stretch and stay there again with a flat back with your chin tucked in. Make sure that you're pulling the leg how much of it is comfortable for you and you're not trying to pull it too hard. That depends on your comfort level. If you're not able to interlock the fingers outside your left leg or the right leg, you can try to use a napkin or a belt and try to hold the belt or the napkin. Once you're done with the right side, then you will go the left side. That means the left feet comes on your right thigh and your both the hands goes outside your right leg. Making sure again the hip is not coming off the floor, the back is properly down. And let us spend once again few deep breaths here as well. Now after spending few deep breaths there as well, you can very slowly just release the leg and keep your both the feet close to your hip only. Your hands will be close to the body, your chin will be tucked in, and now from there with inhalation we will go into Setu Bandhasan. Just lift your hip off the floor as high as it is possible for you, and then with exhalation very slowly come down. Make sure that whenever you're lifting the hip up, you're doing it slowly with inhalation, and whenever you're bringing the hip down, you're doing it with exhalation very slowly. Try to press from the feet nicely and lift only till the time you can, making sure you're not going too high with it, but make sure you're not staying too close to the ground as well. Try to put some efforts to push up nicely. If feet together is not comfortable, you can keep your feet slightly apart as well. That will not be a problem, especially if you have low back pain. After doing this for about 5 to 10 times, you can stop and then you can lie down on your abdomen. Now let's move towards the next position, which is Saral Bhujangasana. This will start from lying down on our abdomen, and after that you will just come on your forearms, making sure your elbows are exactly underneath your shoulders. You will try to feel that stretch on the abdomen, chest, as well as the contraction on the back. Making sure you're lifting your chest up, you're looking forward and keeping the feet together or slightly apart. Feet together will be a better option, but if you don't feel comfortable, you can keep your feet apart as well. Now after spending few breaths into Saral Bhujangasana, you will slowly come down and you will try to keep your both the palms next to your ribs almost. Now from Saral Bhujangasana, we will move into Bhujangasana. For that, just keep your palms mostly in line with your ribs, your elbows in line with your wrist, and once that is done, you will slowly come up and with exhalation, slowly go down. Make sure you're only lifting from the upper body here. Lift with inhalation and go down with exhalation. Lift with inhalation and go down with exhalation. Lift with inhalation, go down with exhalation, and keep doing it for about 5 to 10 times once again, depending on your back comfort and depending upon your capacity, how much ever you want to do in today's practice. And once you're done with that, you can slowly come down into Makarasana. For that, you will keep your feet apart. You will turn the toes out. You will rest your head on your both the palms and just breathe there. Relax your body. Take your break. Make sure you're breathing deeply. And then once you're done with Makarasana, let us move towards the next position, which is Shalabhasana. And for that, we will keep both the palms under our thighs, keeping the feet together here, bringing the toes out. You will keep the chin down on the mat, and then slowly just lift only your right leg for about 10 times. Only the right leg as much as possible. Try to engage your hips, try to engage your back, try to engage your leg as much as possible here in this movement, making sure you're not lifting it too high. If you feel it's not comfortable for you, just lift a little bit and that will be good enough. Try to do it for about 10 times, and slowly later on you can increase the number of repetitions with one leg. Once you're done with the right leg, then you will slowly change the leg and start with the left leg. Now again, make sure that you're not lifting too high. It is completely on your comfort level, especially if you feel there's any pinching sensation or any discomfort towards the back. Try not to lift very high, making sure that the side of your body is also not coming up. It needs to be rested properly down. It's just the leg which is moving here. After doing it for the same number of repetitions on the other side, you will just relax. Take the hands out and then very slowly take a turn and lie down on your back. And once you're done with that, very slowly stretch your legs out. And from here, let us move into Supta Matsyendra Asana. For that, you will bend your right leg first. Take your right feet outside your left thigh. Stretch your right hand to the shoulder level from the right side. Left palm will be on the right knee. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, very slowly just press the knee down to the other side. Look to your right and keep pressing the right knee to the left side. Make sure your left leg is straight here. Spend minimum 5 or 10 breaths, again depending on your back comfort. If you're not able to completely press the leg down, that is completely fine. Just do it as much as possible depending on your back comfort again, and then slowly stretch your right leg out. Then do it the same thing on the other side. Left leg bends and the left feet comes out of your right thigh. Place the right palm on the left knee and then press the left knee down with the help of your right palm, making sure your left hand is stretched on the other side and your right leg is completely straight. Again, after spending the same breaths, the same number of breaths, you can slowly come back once again by releasing the leg and then stretching the leg out. Bring the arms down, keep your feet apart, and let's go into Shavasana. And that's it for today's practice. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you once again in the next video. Till then, take care. Namaste.